The 2018 Lincoln MKC Select. Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager at McArthur, Lincoln in Salina, Kansas. In this video, we're going to go over the standard as well as optional equipment that is available on that Select trim of the 2018 Lincoln MKC. So a very thorough video. Do check the description down below. We'll go over all the different packages and prices down there. Also, you can skip around if you need to, going over the different standards as well as optional equipment down there as well. So do keep that in mind, and as we go through this video, first what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the standard equipment, and we're going to start with the safety. Now, some of the safety features in this vehicle, one of them is a personal safety system, and that's a personal safety system protects the passengers here in the front seats, and the driver and that front passenger. So they're going to have a dual stage front airbags there, and it's going to deploy a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the steering wheel, and it knows that by the sensors that are underneath those seats. It's also going to have some side impact airbags as well. That's going to protect them from those side impacts on those two seats as well. So you're going to have that personal safety system that's going to really protect those in the front. Also in the back seat, you're going to have the safety canopy airbags that's going to come down over the back to protect those people as well on any kind of rollover, and it's going to come with rollover sensors to go along with that. Now, this does have advanced track with roll stability control, so it's helped you keep you on your intended path, so hopefully you won't have that rollover situation. It comes in real handy on those slick driving days. It just uses the brakes and acceleration of those different wheels to keep you on that intended path in those slick driving situations. Also, it's going to have the 911 assist and the SOS post-crash alert system. Now, the 911 assist allows you to be able to call 911 if you get in an accident, you're not able to get to your phone by syncing your phone to the Microsoft Sync technology there. And the SOS post-crash alert system, it'll honk the horns and flash the lights if you happen to be in an accident off the side of the road, so that way people can come to your safety and they know that you need help. So again, one of the safest vehicles on the road. Now, you get two different drivetrains. The standard is going to be that front-wheel drive, which you'd expect, and then you can get the optional all-wheel drive. And if you do get that all-wheel drive, it's going to come with that adaptive suspension. In the past, Lincoln has called that continuously controlled dampening suspension, and that's just going to give you a great ride, so that it constantly adapts that suspension for the road conditions, so you have a great ride with the all-wheel drive system. So I think you'll appreciate that. Now, it's going to come standard with two different engines, and also either engine is going to come with the 6-speed automatic transmission with select shift, and it's going to come with those paddle shifters, and that's the shifters you're going to find behind the steering wheel, so you can shift it up and down like a manual transmission. So if you want to go in that manual mode, you're able to do that with those paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. Now, the first engine, the standard engine, is going to be the 2.0 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Now, that engine is going to deliver 245 horsepower, 275 foot-pound of torque, so plenty of power behind that engine. And for fuel economy on the front-wheel drive, you're going to get 21 miles per gallon in the city, 28 miles per gallon on the highway. And then for that all-wheel drive for fuel economy, you're going to get 19 in the city, and then you get 25 on the highway. Now, the other optional engine is a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, and that one's a lot of times you see that teamed up with the all-wheel drive. It works really nicely together. It's going to give you a lot more power behind it. It's going to get you 285 horsepower, 305 foot-pound of torque, so plenty of power out of that one, and you don't lose too much in fuel economy. The front-wheel drive is going to still get you 19 in the city and 25 on the highway, and then the all-wheel drive is going to get you one less in the city, 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 on the highway. So really, that 2.3, you don't lose too much on fuel economy, especially if you're wanting that all-wheel drive. It's pretty similar on that, and then you still get that great horsepower and torque behind that one, so I think you'll really appreciate that. Now, let's look at the styling here on the front of the vehicle. It does have that satin chrome split wing grille up here. Also does have the chrome surround that goes around these automatic HID headlights, and HIDs are so much brighter. They are the standard headlights on these. Automatic feature means they're going to come on automatically as it gets dark, and they're also wiper activated, which means when you turn your wipers on, they're going to come on as well there. It is also going to have your daytime running light, so it's an LED light underneath there. You can have that on during the daytime. It looks real sharp when people approach you with that on under there. I think you'll like that. Also, you're going to see these lights under here too that are going to come on along with that. Nice chrome accents here on both sides below those parking lamps there, as well as a satin chrome front skid plate up there that protects the front of it and gives it a nice look there in the front. Now, this does have that welcome sequence on this vehicle, and so you do basically it welcomes you to the vehicle with a series of LED lights. So the first ones you're going to see as you approach the vehicle from the front is the signature lighting underneath the headlight that's going to turn on for you. All your door handles are going to also light up with LED backlighting in them, so you're going to be able to see those at night. If you happen to approach the vehicle from the back or go into that cargo area, it's going to put the LED tail lights across the back. And then on both sides of the vehicle, you're going to see the Lincoln welcome mat with the Lincoln symbol in there, which is just a perfect way to welcome you to the vehicle. Now the standard wheel on your Select is going to be an 18-inch painted aluminum wheel, so real sharp looking wheel, kind of has a magnetic look to it or a gray look to it, and I really love the design on the Select wheel here. Also, the mirror is a auto fold mirror, so you can see it's right now it's folded in, so it automatically folds in when you lock the vehicle up. It has your turn signal indicator here on the outside, body colored mirror cap as well, and then it's going to have your power heated glass there as well, and don't forget about the puddle lamp that's going to put that welcome mat beside the vehicle. So some great features there that go along with the mirror feature, and the auto folding just looks real nice when you have that. When you're parking that vehicle, it automatically folds that mirror in, so that way they don't get banged up in those parking lots. Now it does have your body colored door handles, and it says have intelligent access. So we already talked about that welcome sequence. When you walk up to the vehicle, it's going to automatically welcome you with those LED lights. But also you don't have to get the keys out of your pocket. So you can leave it in your pocket, purse, whatever it might be. Just walk up. It's going to automatically unlock the vehicle for you and allow you to get inside. And you can set it up in your settings to unlock just the driver's door or all the doors. And they would mirror when you approach using intelligent access. Those will go along with your remote when you unlock the vehicle too. So keep that in mind. It does have keypad here in the pillar, and that allows you to be able to use your special code to be able to get into the vehicle or even lock it, leaving your keys inside if you want, which comes in real handy. And you're going to get remote start. So with the remote, you can remote start the vehicle from anywhere using that, or I wouldn't say anywhere, but within proximity you can remote start the vehicle, which is going to come in real handy. Now this does also have Lincoln Connect. Now the Lincoln Connect connects you to the vehicle using a Lincoln Way app. That's standard equipment on all your MKCs, so it allows you to be able to, with that Lincoln Way app, remote start your vehicle from anywhere, unlock and lock your vehicle, schedule remote start times, even find your vehicle and locate your vehicle as well. And then it's going to come with Wi-Fi hotspots too for up to 10 devices. So you can, and those devices can connect their phones to the vehicle's hotspot there, allowing you to save on data for everybody. And there's some great affordable unlimited plans for only $20 a month that you can get after the first introductory 3-month or 3,000 gigabyte plan. So I think you're really going to appreciate that. Now talking about the remote a little bit, this is one of the newer remotes, and I really love how you can unlock, lock, the remote start there, the power lift gate, and it does have perimeter alarms, so you can press it and it's going to honk the horns. But also for some reason, maybe the vehicle is dead, you might have a dead battery on the vehicle, you can still get in the vehicle. The key is inside this remote, so you just press a little button and it's going to go ahead and open up and give you access to that key that you can go ahead and put in the keyhole there and be able to manually unlock the vehicle, so you can pop the hood and go ahead and jump the car if you need to. Hopefully that doesn't happen. If you drive the vehicle regularly, I'm sure you'll be just fine. So it's a real nice little hidden key within that remote, and it's nice compact that way as well, so I think you'll appreciate that. Now here you're going to see around the outside here for luxury features, the nice chrome accent around the windows. I love the chrome accent here on the roof rack side rails here, just a great look on the MKCs, and you're going to see the accent on that lower rocker molding. Now this down here is a black molded in, and the reason that Lincoln does that is because a lot of vehicles that you have that road debris, the rock chips and different things that get kicked up from those tires, and that way they're going to get protected under there, and you don't chip that paint in there and cause some other issues there. So I think you'll like the benefit of that. Also, you have privacy glass in these back windows as well as the back glass. Just keeps it cooler for everybody inside, but it looks real nice in the vehicle too. Now moving to the back, you're going to have a body colored rear spoiler back here with a high gloss black finish underneath there with these pieces that come down, just give it a nice pop and luxury look back here. Rear defrost with rear wiper as well on that back glass, and you're going to see here that chrome Lincoln lettering that sits right on top of the LED tail lights, and I love the design for the MKC with that and the way that just kind of incorporates that design there. LED tail lights as well, so they're going to be brighter, and it goes all the way across here. So when you have your headlights on, or tail lights on I should say, it's going to light up even here in the middle, and then your brake lights will be a little bit bright on those outside pieces. You're going to see the clamshell design as well. It's going to go around those tail lights here, and that's a new design. It's kind of a design, unique design for the MKC in general. None of the other vehicles have that, and it's going to give you a little bit better secure fitting to the tailgate. And that's because usually those tailgates are a little bit smaller, so they want to have a good, nice fitting for those, and I think you'll appreciate that. You're going to have rear view camera with reverse sensing back here, so as you're backing up, you're going to be able to see behind you, and you're going to get alerted if you get too close to anything. The satin chrome rear skid plate as well back here with the dual chrome tip exhaust as well. So I think you'll appreciate the look back there, and you're going to have these reflectors that are going to be available even when you have that tailgate lifted up. So real nice look here. You do get power lift gate as well. You can use the remote as I mentioned earlier. There's also a button right under here. If you just press it when it's unlocked or you're close enough to it, just like an intelligent access, it's going to go ahead and power it up. Now here in the back, it is carpeted in the floor as well as the side and the seat backs. And the seat backs are 60-40 split bench seat. It allows you to be able to not only lay those seats down if you need a little extra cargo room, but they'll also recline back a little bit too. So that's going to be nice for those sitting in the rear seats back there. Now also in here, I'm going to go ahead and remove these. The carpeted mats, they are standard equipment for the first and second row footwells down there, and nice carpeted mats with the Lincoln embroidering on those. Also, it's going to come with the cargo netting. Now this cargo netting here, what's great about it is there's some hooks on both sides that can flip out, as well as these loops, chrome loops here at the bottom. You put the netting back behind there, it goes across the back, and you can put all those small items in there so that way they won't roll around on you back there. Kind of contains those. And then when you're not using it, you can roll it up and put it over here on the side that looks like there's a spot that's made specifically for that, or any other things that you might have over there as well. So I think you'll appreciate that. There's a power point back here as well, so you can power devices. It's close enough that even those in the rear seat can be able to just put that cord over the back seat there and be able to plug it in and use it. Also, standard equipment on your Select is going to be the cargo cover. It's a retractable cover. You just pull it and it just goes into place real nicely there. And then that way people can't see the different items you have back there. So it kind of protects the different valuables you might have back there. And again, like I said, it's retractable and removable. You can take that out if you don't use it much. Our vehicle comes with it, and we don't really use it much, so we do take it out. With the privacy glass, it does keep it pretty dark in there, so you shouldn't have any problems with that. So some great flexibility back here. And also we have the front tag bracket here. That is going to be standard equipment. It's going to be put on every vehicle if you live in a state that has that requires a front tag bracket. State of Kansas like this, it is no charge to add it, but it's not required, so it won't always be on the vehicle. We'll have to specially add that as an option for those. So if you like a personalized tag on the front, I want to make sure that if you order in a vehicle that you might have that front tag bracket. We leave it back here because some people in Kansas, they like that, not have a tag on the front, so just a good look. So when you need it, we'll go ahead and put it on for you. Now moving to the interior, there are three different optional interior colors for you. Now when you go on the Premier, you get the cappuccino and the ebony interior, and when you go to the Select, you get those two interiors as well. So the cappuccino is going to be your tan interior. It's going to include your cappuccino seats and the dash and the doors. You also have the choice to have the ebony interior like you're seeing with this vehicle, where it's all black interior including the black seats. Or you can go with the third one that's available on the Select that's not available with the Premier, and that is that espresso and cappuccino interior. So what that's going to allow you to do is that it's going to be a dark brown going across the top of the dash and the top of the doors. And the lower part of the door inserts and the lower part of the dash, you're going to see that cappuccino interior. And your seats are going to be in that espresso, that dark brown color interior. So three different options for you. All three of those interiors are going to come with the rosewood, Santos rosewood applique. So you're going to see that on the doors. Also, you're going to see it above the glove box. So it just looks real sharp, and it's also going to be on your steering wheel. So real nice rosewood finish there. It's going to be a high gloss finish as well for you. Now, you're seeing in this vehicle here is the upgraded or the optional trim, which is the standard trim for your Premier, and that is this Sonata Spin aluminum trim. You can see that on the doors as well as above the glove box here, and it's going to give you a silver accent on the steering wheel. Now that is only available as optional equipment on your ebony interior. So a lot of times when we do go with our ebony, we will select this trim because we think it goes well together. We know some people don't like the look of the wood accent, so this is an option for you to get that Sonata Spin aluminum trim instead of the Santos rosewood. So now these front seats here, all the seats are going to have that premium leather seating surface, that semi-micro perforated leather seating surfaces. So it's nice premium leather seats that are upgraded from the luxury soft touch seats there, and they're going to come with heated seats up here as well for the driver and front passenger, and both of these seats will get 12-way power adjustable seats. So not only is it going to be able to do the seat cushion and seat back, also it's going to have lumbar to go forward and back as well as up and down. That's new for 2018, so I think you'll appreciate that. Back seat's going to seat 3 back there. You do have an armrest that comes in the middle, backrest back there, and some real nice flexibility and room for those back there in the back seat. Here on the door, you're going to have your power windows, locks, mirror switches, including auto one touch for those windows. It's also going to have driver memory for 3 different drivers. That's going to memorize the mirror features, your seat settings, as well as the power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. It electronically will go up and down, forward and back. And I like the memory features and how it works because it includes the easy and entry exit seat, which allows for when you shut the vehicle off to move the seat back and the steering wheel up, allowing you to get in and out of the vehicle a little bit easier. And then when you do hit the push button start, it's going to move the seat, the mirrors, and the steering wheel into the last position of the last driver. If that's not you, then you just press your number and it's going to adjust it on the fly as well. So I think you'll like that. Also with the Select, you're going to get upgraded from the leather wrap steering wheel to this Waldorf leather wrap. So real nice, soft, luxury feel to that. Here on the left side of the steering wheel, you're going to get your cruise control. On the right side of the steering wheel, you're going to have your audio controls as well as your Bluetooth controls. You can make and receive phone calls using a Microsoft Sync technology. It's also going to have 2 D-pads. One here on the left is going to control the settings on the left side, your productivity screen settings, the display settings, all that stuff there. The D-pad here on the right side is going to control your Microsoft Sync technologies. They're going to come out from the right, or they're going to come from the right side to the left and be able to display some of those features like your phone, entertainment, and those kind of things right there on the productivity screen. I think you'll like that. Also, don't forget about the paddle shifters we talked about earlier. They're going to be right here behind the steering wheel. Now this does have your nice climate control that I really like. When you have the vehicle turned off, you can't see any of the words or the emblems. It uses LED backlighting to light those up. So when you turn the vehicle on, it lights everything up. Looks beautiful. Nice colors there with the LED lights. And you don't have to worry about those buttons wearing off like some other vehicles because they're not written on to the console there. Also, you have dual zone auto climate control, so the driver and front passenger can have 2 different temperatures. Now for your audio controls, it's going to come standard with AM, FM, CD player, Sirius satellite as well, that's Sirius XM. It's going to get a 6-month subscription for free, and then you have to upgrade after that. And then it's going to come with that Sync 3 system. That's that 3rd generation voice enhanced recognition system where you can make and receive phone calls, you can control your climate, as well as your audio controls through the touch screen. And when you put the vehicle in reverse, that's where your backup camera is going to come into view. So full 8-inch screen for that backup camera. To the left side of that screen is where you're going to see your push button start and push button shift over there. And to the right side is where you're going to see an auto hold or your auto start stop technology. I forgot to mention that. That's where when you come up to the stoplight or stop sign, you press the brake, it's going to automatically shut the vehicle off. It kind of saves you on fuel economy, and that's why you get a little bit better fuel economy. And then when you let go of the brake, before you can even get over to the gas pedal, it's going to be started and ready to go. If for some reason you want to deactivate that for that trip, you just press that button and it's pretty easy to deactivate it. Also, there's an auto hold button that allows you to hold the brake as well. If you're on a hill or maybe at a stoplight for a long time, you can press that button and relax a little bit. And then of course your hazards right under that. Up here on the mirror, you also get auto dimming rear view mirror. So it's going to dim that mirror. So if those cars come up behind you with those bright lights, it's going to automatically dim it. As well as here on the visor, you're going to get garage door openers for 3 different garage doors. You can program those transmitters, garage doors, gates, whatever might take a transmitter to those buttons up there as well. And then there's some buttons here too. As you can see, they've been on. I can shut them off pretty easily just like that. And that's going to be up there too. Talk about some compartments. Because the push button start and shift are up here, it gives you some flexibility with some compartments down here. One of them, if I slide that open, it gives you access to 2 USB ports as well as a power point down there. So you can plug in smartphones using a USB port if you want to. What's great about that is if you want to use your phone's audio, you can plug in your phone and it's going to be able to play that right through there. Also does have the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So if you do have an iPhone and you want to use that Apple CarPlay, you're going to need to plug your phone in using that USB port right down there as well. And a little compartment to be able to put maybe a wallet or even the cell phone in there if you want it charging right there. Your cup holders here also is going to have ambient lighting. It's going to light up your cup holders, your footwells, lights up above the glove box as well across there, and your door handles. So real nice. You can change the colors on those as well. And then this nice little tray, this console here, you just lift it open. Has a tray that kind of slides back. You can put smaller items in there, and then it has a deep well in here with a power point in there as well. So you can always power those phones in there too. So like I said, lots of power points and ways to connect your phones throughout the vehicle. I think there are, what I would say, 3 or 4 power points now. I think there's one back behind here as well for you. Yeah, another power point back here. So you have 4 power points, 2 USB ports, plenty of ways to connect all those different devices. And everything I've talked about so far is standard equipment on all your Select trim MKCs. Now we're going to talk about a couple packages, and the first package is probably the most popular. We ordered on all of our vehicles, all of our selects, and that is the Select Plus package. We feel like here at Lawn McArthur that should just be a standard on all your selects. This package comes with two nice features, and one of those is going to be your Bliss with cross traffic alert. And the way Bliss works is if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of the mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. Also, as you're backing up in parking lots or driveways, if someone's going to cross your path behind you, it's going to put a light in the corner of the mirror from the side that they might be coming from, puts a message on the dash saying the same thing, and a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. I think Bliss is one of my favorite features. I have that on one of my vehicles, and it saved me a couple times in some of those parking lots. Also, it's going to come with navigation. It's already going to have that Sync 3 system. Now you're going to have that navigation with the pinch and zoom capabilities in the Sirius XM Traffic and Travel Link, where you can see different construction sites, different delays on your trip. If you have that set up, it'll try to route you around, as well as maybe gas stations and different things along your way. So I think you'll really appreciate those two features as part of this package. Let's talk about another package that's very popular, and that's the Climate Package. And the Climate Package includes 5 features that I think you'll find very valuable. And the first one is going to be your auto high beams. Now, auto high beams work a lot like your automatic headlights. If it's, you're on that street where it's really dark, or you're out on the highway, it's going to automatically turn those high beams on so you can be able to see a little bit better. Also, if there's an approaching vehicle, or if you're in town with the city lights, it's going to go ahead and shut those off. So that's a real nice feature to have to allow you some visibility there. Also, your rain sensing wipers. And just like it sounds, it's going to sense that rain. It's going to automatically turn those on. If you have it in one of those intermittent settings, it's going to go ahead and do that. What's great about that is when it rains, different tempos there, it's going to automatically adjust that and turn your wipers on a little bit faster and slower and adjust that automatically for you. So I think you'll really appreciate that. Now, the rain sensing wipers and auto high beams are actually 2 features that you can turn on and off through the settings screen there. So just by checking and unchecking those boxes there. Also, you're going to get windshield wiper de-icers. This is a feature that we saw in 2017 is new, carried over again for 2018. Comes in real handy when it's cold out and it's snowing or sleeting. Your windshield gets defrosted, you're able to wipe it, and then those wipers get wet and they tend to freeze up on you. So the windshield wiper de-icers will help so you don't have that, and they're going to still be functional for you. A couple of features on the inside that passengers will like, and those there in the rear seats there. On those outbound seats, you're going to get heated seats. So that way they're going to be nice and toasty warm on those cold days as well, not just a feature for the front seats. And then you're going to get the heated steering wheel. One of my favorite features as well. I like that because it's going to heat up that steering wheel. Comes in real handy on those cold days when that steering wheel gets really cold, especially in the top part of it. And it's also going to be included in your remote start settings. So if you have that remote start on the auto, it's going to not only turn the defrost on, but also it's going to turn on the heated seat as well as the heated steering wheel. So I think this is a great package. A lot of people like it. Again, it's very popular for the Select trim. Now let's talk about the Class 2 Trailer Tow Package, and this includes several features allow you to be able to tow up to 3,000 pounds with the 2.0 or that 2.3 liter turbocharged engine. Now this is going to come with your Class 2 receiver hitch, also going to come with trailer sway control, and it's going to come with 110 outlet, which is kind of weird, but it's going to be on the back of the console right beside there. It's going to change that power point to a power point with a 110 outlet. So that's going to be an added feature that's included with this package, and I think you'll appreciate that. Especially if you're wanting to tow something a little bit small, this would be a great package for you to include on your MKC. Now we're going to talk about some optional packages. Now these are standalone options, which means they're not included in a package together, but they can be ordered alone. And one of those is the adaptive suspension for your front wheel drive. So if you do have front wheel drive and you want that adaptive suspension, you can be ordered for your vehicle. It will be an added cost, but that is something that for those front wheel drive owners want that adaptive suspension that's available for you. Also the Panoramic Vista roof, and it is that glass roof up there with the power sunshade that opens up. You can even stop it halfway, and it's going to have the power glass that's going to open up too. So that's a really nice environment that you can really add to the vehicle, which is optional on these. Also inside, that Sonata Spin aluminum trim we talked about earlier, it's available on your Ebony. It's a no-charge cost, but you will need to order that so that it knows a difference in interior trim for you than the Rosewood. And again, the appliques are going to be on your doors as well as across the dash on both the driver's side as well as above the glove box there. So that's going to be really nice trim, and it's going to change the steering wheel as well, give it that silver look on the steering wheel cover too. So I think you'll really appreciate that interior trim. Also, don't forget about the upgraded audio sound system. THX certified audio sound system. That's a THX2. That's going to come with 14 speakers, and it's also going to include HD radio. So if you want to upgrade the sound a little bit, I'll get that THX2 certified audio sound system for the vehicle. You can also do some things for the cargo area back there. There's a premium cargo mat. It's a reversible mat, so it's going to be carpet on one side. It's going to go across the entire cargo area back there. You can flip it over and it's going to be all weather on the other side. In fact, it's even going to have that Lincoln pattern on that side of the vehicle as well. So I think or on the mat, I should say, as well. So I think you'll really appreciate that. And a couple other accessories you can get to protect the interior of your vehicle, and one of them is the all-weather mats. You can get they call them floor liners, but they're all-weather mats, MKC brand. That's going to go in the footwells for not only the front seat but also the rear seat back there. And you can get an all-weather interior cargo protector is what they call that, and that's an all-weather coating, a mat that can go in the back rear cargo area. So it's you can get that if you want in addition or instead of the premium cargo mat that's reversible. So that's another option for you to put in the back of the rear cargo area. So some great options that you can add to the vehicle that I think you'll really appreciate. So that's all your standard as well as optional equipment on your select trim of the MKC here for 2018. Let's talk about warranties real quick. Lincoln has some really nice warranties. It's a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and a 6-year, 70,000-mile powertrain warranty. So it's a really good warranties that go along with the vehicle to really protect you. 4 years, 50,000 miles, bumper-to-bumper is a really long time. I think you'll really appreciate that. Also, you're going to get, for 4 years, 50,000 miles, pickup and delivery service. And that means if you need to service your vehicle, if you live within 30 miles of a dealership, you just can call them, or you can use the Lincoln Way app to schedule your appointment. They'll bring you a Lincoln vehicle to drive for the day and give you that Lincoln loaner. They'll pick your vehicle up, service your vehicle, they'll detail it, or they'll do a car wash on it, clean it inside and out, and they'll bring it back to you. So they can schedule that for homework, whatever's convenient for you. That's a great service for the first 4 years and 50,000 miles on all your Lincoln vehicles. I think you'll really appreciate that. Now you can go to our Lincoln website, lawmacArthurLincoln.com. Now on that website you can see our, our inventory there. You can check for availability, schedule a test drive. You can see pictures. You can also pull up the window stickers on all of our in-stock vehicles, plus the vehicles we have on order, which is really nice. You can see the standard equipment as well as the optional equipment down there on those window stickers. So it's pretty valuable. Really nice to be able to pull those up. It's a PDF form that you can see, and that even works with the mobile app too. So I think you'll really appreciate that. Also, check out our website, or you can give us a call or send us a text message if you have any questions. 785-378-5031. So if you have questions on the vehicle, what's in stock, what we have coming in, maybe something you want, they're going to help you out there and give you a really good deal. Now, keep in mind, our internet pricing on our website is very competitive, very low pricing. All of them are based on the rebates for our zip code. So if you live outside of the 67401 zip code, definitely give us a call so we can check your zip code for the rebates. A lot of times they are the same, but we want to make sure sometimes they're a little bit more as well. So that way we want to give you all the great deal that we can here at Law McArthur. I think you'll really appreciate it. And I think you'll really like the MKC Select trim. Now, if you're watching this video on our YouTube channel, don't forget we do free shipping. If you give us a call and let us know you saw this video on our YouTube channel there, we're going to give you a free shipping for you as long as you finance a vehicle with us. That just allows us, the financing allows us, we get a kickback from the lender to be able to pay for the shipping. And we can go through either Lincoln financing, or we can go in through some other national lenders as well. We have several different lenders that we can go through. No matter where you live, we should be able to get financing for you without any problem whatsoever. So I think you'll really appreciate some of those features there. Also, don't forget, if you have any questions, you can not only give us a call if you want to, but you can also put them down in the description box. I will respond to those. I love getting that feedback from you, and I check out all the comments and respond pretty quickly on those. So I think you'll really appreciate that, and I like getting those comments, so put them down below. Also, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you like this video, hit that like button so that way other people know it's a good video with some great content as well that I think you'll think they'll really like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, just go ahead and click that subscribe button real quick. It's right down there. It's usually in red if you're not subscribed, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you can get subscribed to our YouTube channel, and you can get that content. It's going to show up in your feed there on YouTube, as well as hit the notification bell right beside it. Once you hit that notification bell will pop up. That way you can get notified every time we have a new video uploaded to our YouTube channel. And we don't usually upload a lot of videos in a week, usually about 2 or 3 videos, so it's not a daily video blog or anything. So I think you'll really appreciate the content that we have here, or Ford and Lincoln dealership, and I think you'll really like those videos there, so definitely check that out. And I hope you enjoyed this video on the 2018 Lincoln MKC Select trim.